Welcome to Be Money Strong in Minutes. I'm Bryan Halverson, here with Laurieann.
Hey everyone, glad you could join us.
This is where we talk about the real stuff. Not the polished highlight reel of personal finance, but the actual messy human journey of getting your money right when life isn't cooperating.
Exactly. The messy middle. And if you're here, it's probably for a reason. Something about today's topic just resonated.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that reason has something to do with the fact that for a lot of us, the math in your life right now, well, it just isn't working.
That feeling, that pit in your stomach when you know more is going out than coming in, it's a really heavy weight to carry.
It is. And to talk about that, I want to tell you a story about a guy. Let's call him Theodore, because I think Theodore's story might be a lot closer to your story than you think.
Okay, I'm listening.
So, Theodore came to me after months of just avoidance. He was a good man, hardworking, caring, the kind of guy who never wanted to let his family down. But somewhere along the way, the numbers just stopped adding up for him.
What was going on?
A few things at once. His income had dropped. His wife had some pretty significant, unexpected medical expenses. Plus, they had two car payments, a mortgage, and this growing credit card debt they'd just been ignoring, making the minimum payments and hoping it would go away.
Man, that's a perfect storm. So many people are just one of those things away from a crisis, let alone all of them hitting at the same time.
It really was. And when I first sat down with him, the very first thing he said to me was, Bryan, I know this is bad. I've been avoiding it.
That's it. That's the phrase. Not I'm in trouble, but I've been avoiding it. It's so much more common.
It's the most common thing I hear. And here's what's so important to understand for Theodore and for anyone listening: avoidance is not a character flaw.
No, absolutely not. It's a survival response. I mean, when something feels overwhelming and unsafe, your brain, your brilliant protective brain, literally tells you to look away.
Right. Don't open the bills, don't check the bank balance, because in that moment, knowing feels so much more dangerous than not knowing.
But here's the problem, right? The monster doesn't get smaller in the dark. It gets bigger.
It gets bigger. The bills don't go away. The overdraft fees don't stop. Avoidance just gives the crisis time to grow. So the first thing I did with Theodore, and the first thing I want to do with all of you is just turn on a light.
Okay, so where do we start? How do we flip that switch?
Well, in the Be Money Strong system, we talk about 6 stages of financial life. And what Theodore was in, what many people are in, is stage one. We call it crisis mode.
And crisis mode has a really specific feel, doesn't it? Like you're probably in it if your spending is consistently higher than your income, or if you're using debt like credit cards to cover basic living expenses.
Exactly. Or just if you have that overwhelming sense of shame or avoidance around your money, that feeling that no matter what you do, you just can't get ahead. And the goal in stage one, it's not to suddenly become wealthy. The goal is just to stop the bleeding. That's it. We just want to get you to stage two, which is survival mode, where your income at least covers your basic expenses.
Stop the bleeding. I love that phrasing because it feels doable. It's not fix everything, it's do this one thing first.
Right. And the first tool we use for that is something I call the four walls framework. It's a priority list for when you can't pay everyone.
This is so critical. It's simple, but it's genuinely life changing when you're in that crisis.
It is. Okay, so wall one, housing. You have to keep the roof over your head.
Yep, priority number one,
Wall two, food. You and your family have to eat.
non negotiable.
Wall three, transportation. You have to be able to get to work.
Right, so you can earn the income.
And wall four, utilities. The lights have to stay on. Everything else, credit cards, personal loans, those medical bills, those come after.
And I know for so many people that feels completely wrong. It's counterintuitive. We're taught to pay all our bills on time. The idea of letting a credit card go to take care of housing feels irresponsible.
It does. Theodore didn't believe me at first. He felt like a failure if he couldn't pay everyone. But here's the truth: You cannot pay anyone if you lose your income, your home, or your health. In a true crisis, survival comes first.
That's such a powerful reframe. So what happened with Theodore once you turned on the light and worked through his actual numbers?
Well, we spent a few sessions just going through it all. Not the numbers he wished he had, but the real numbers. And once he could see it clearly, once the monster was out in the light, something really shifted for him. He looked at me and he said, "Okay, it's bad, but it's not as bad as what I built up in my head."
Wow. Yeah, that's everything, isn't it? The not knowing is almost always worse than the knowing. This story we tell ourselves in the dark is so much scarier than reality.
That's what clarity does. It's not comfortable, not at all, but it's survivable. And that's our main takeaway for you today.
Just look. That's the first step.
Exactly. And here's your week one assignment if you're up for it. Download the free stage one self assessment at bemoneystrong.com.
It only takes about 10 minutes, and the key is be honest. No judgment. It's not about shame, it's just about data, just seeing where you are today.
Because here's what we know about you. If you're listening to this, you care. And people who care enough to look at the hard thing,
They're the ones who find a way through it.
that's right. Theodore's story isn't over, and neither is yours. We'll see you next week.
Take it one step at a time. You've got this.
This is Be Money Strong. I'm Brian Halverson. Take it one week at a time.